SA Weather Service has issued a yellow level 2 warning for dry thunderstorms, also known as dry microbursts. The warning was issued for the northeastern parts of the country following adverse weather conditions over the weekend on the coast and more recently in Gauteng as well. So let's get an update, get you an understanding of what these microbursts are. Meteorologist from the SA Weather Service, Lehlohonolo, Thobela. It's great to talk to you again, sir. Thanks for joining us. So what exactly does this mean?
Good morning and thanks for having us. So generally, seasonal forecasts suggest an El Nino pattern where we're having dry conditions over the area. And with El Nino comes with hot temperatures and just dry conditions over the northeastern areas for the country. So with that happening, having seen past 2 days, overnight of I think the day before yesterday, that's when we experienced thunderstorms. But generally, thunderstorms, when they develop and bring much more of the conditions in an area, one of the things that it brings is precipitation. So with the rainfall, thunderstorms that we have seen in the past 2 days were bringing much more of the winds than they were bringing precipitation. And the dry microburst then is the sinking of air within a thunderstorm, which then resulted in what we saw as damaging winds. So dry microbursts are thunderstorms that occasionally then when they occur, they bring more of damaging winds than they do with precipitation. Yeah,
I was reading that, in many parts of the country, people were sort of eagerly awaiting these thunderstorms and the possibility that they would bring more rain. But as you say, it hasn't been accompanied by much, if any, rain at all. But they are quite dangerous, or they can be quite dangerous, can't they, Lehlohonolo, because of the extent of the winds that are associated. Is that right?
Yeah, so thunderstorms are categorized by different types of weather that it brings for an area. Thunderstorms that happened 2 days ago did bring much of the rain, but not in Gauteng and areas like Mpumalanga. It was mainly even the eastern areas of the Northwest Province, as well as the eastern parts of the Free State and the central and the western areas of KwaZulu-Natal. However, the drier areas were Gauteng, Mpumalanga, as well as Limpopo, where when the thunderstorms got to the area, the vertical profile was showing that the atmosphere is actually dry. So when the atmosphere is dry, we result in dry microbursts, which is thunderstorms moving over an area but struggling to produce much more of the rain. However, then they intensify in terms of how the air sinks. So the air will sink further quicker than it should over inside the thunderstorm, then moving over to the surface, which results in damaging winds, strong damaging winds then, because these are microbursts that happen in a quick, very quick, and which results in gusts, then gusts. So, if you look at the day, we had the thunderstorms in the evening. They were bringing about gusts of about 100 kilometers per hour as well as 80 kilometers per hour. So it differed from area to area. In the East Rand, you would see much more of 80 to about 90 kilometers per hour. But if you move further north, then you'd see the gusts were more than 80 kilometers per hour. So yes, they are strong, and some of them might mistaken it for tornadoes, but it wasn't a tornado. However, the strength of the winds then sometimes resembles that of the power that a tornado brings.
It's very interesting that even in Gauteng province, there were some areas where, yes, it was windy, but certainly not to the extent that it would cause damage to infrastructure. And then just, a few kilometers, 30 or 40 kilometers further to the northern parts of Gauteng, incredibly damaging, blowing roofs off from homes, uprooting trees even.
Yeah, I think it also has to do with the infrastructure of an area. The impact in the formal establishments and the informal areas won't be the same. As you would know, that the material and how low-cost housing and difference in how people build it will be different in terms of withstanding the type of thunderstorm that we have in an area. So thunderstorms do generally bring a lot of windy conditions, but with it also brings hail. It brings a heavy rainfall, which would obviously results in some flooding as well as tornadoes, and much of it is lightning, also with thunder. So different conditions in different areas then would experience the type, or rather the withstanding of it wouldn't be the same from you to go urban areas to townships to formal and informal settlements, and that's why you would see the difference in how they withstand the impacts of the thunderstorm.
So here's the question then. Are we going to get any spring rain anytime soon?
Yeah, I think everyone is waiting for the spring rain. It did happen, but it was not enough, I guess, for people not to happen. These thunderstorms did bring much more of the wind and the dust. However, there was rain after it, but it was not enough for people to say, yeah, we have enough rain. But yes, in the coming weekend,
I haven't seen
Saturday,
a drop of rain in my area. Not a
shame,
drop.
Man. It's still coming. It's still coming. But then we have isolated to a scattered chance of showers, thunder showers still expected over the central and the eastern areas, especially from Saturday into Sunday.
Okay.
And then moving on Monday, I think you will have some drop of some showers and rain, especially over Gauteng. So your area should get something from Sunday evening into Monday. That's when we're looking at a system that's promising to bring thunderstorms that we hope would not only bring wind, but also bring some rainfall to some areas, especially over Gauteng.
I'm going to hold you to it. Is there a number I can call if indeed the rain doesn't come?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, our office is a 24/7 office, so every time anyone knows in the public in terms of, also you can follow our website at www.weathersa.co.za. We also have social media pages, Facebook, Twitter. We're also in LinkedIn, so for all the professionals and everyone that wants to see, you can follow South African Weather Service anywhere. And if you want to call, we have an office that you can call 24/7.
Taking your moment there to just promo the SA Weather Service. Lehlohonolo, Thobela, let me thank you for your time. It's a great pleasure talking to you this morning.